Hello everybody, it is the Last Raider. We are back with another video. And all I gotta say is, dear Lord. Marvel proves once again that women, that they don't believe that women can stand on their own 2 feet. Unless they've already been established by some white dude back in the day. And I mean this with Taskmaster. I've heard from people from friends of mine who have gone out and seen the Black Widow movie, and they said, dude, they sex swapped Taskmaster. I said, yeah, I heard. They said, yeah, turns out she's a crack whore now. Their exact words were, she's a crack whore. One of my friends actually said, she got Bill Cosby into submission apparently by her dad. And he's pretty much running her life like Britney Spears' dad does Britney Spears. I was like, oh, okay. That doesn't make any sense. That's not Taskmaster. But once again, it's just like with the He-Man controversy, okay? He-Man, they kind of came out, the producer came out and said he didn't believe that, he said nobody cares about Sir Laser-Lot. Nobody will nobody will care about Clamp Champ, even though these are probably black characters in the show. And He-Man had new characters all the time popping up because they wanted to sell toys. They don't believe that black characters have enough agency if they're new. You have to swap out a black character with a white character and make the white character black. That's why we have people going, Black Superman. I've said this plenty of times. They apparently did this with Taskmaster in the movie Black Widow. And look, I could accept a race swapping or a sex swapping of a male character to a female character, gender bend it. I could accept that. I've seen that a lot when I was younger. Didn't have a problem with it. I like the idea of chicks wearing Captain America's suit, doing a version of Tony Stark as a woman in Iron Man armor. But the premises of it back in the 90s when you would do gender bent stuff was it would be sexy. Okay, it would be sexy and interesting. And going back and looking over the Taskmaster outfit, you very quickly realize, they did everything they possibly could to make you think this was a woman in armor. They even made the chest plate on Taskmaster's, the breastplate area, so large and out there that it would actually be a hindrance to you in a fight. And it is just the SJWs going in there and being lazy once again. They cannot, like I said, these people can't create. That's why they're getting their asses kicked by manga, because manga will pour its heart, a manga creator will pour their heart and soul into something to the point where they'll up and die from the workload they've put onto it. Berserker, the guy that invented Berserker, recently died working himself to death, pretty much. Manga creators will kill themselves for an IP. Marvel will spend most of their time, DC creators will spend most of their time online bitching about something Donald Trump said, or bitching about the Me Too movement, or bitching, and that's all they're really capable of doing. They can only bitch. So when it comes down to, we got to make more characters, we got to have more female representation, they don't make a character because in their minds they already don't believe the character's going to work. That is half of the fight right there, is convincing that. That's why I tell people all the time, it's not worth arguing with Marvel pros, because they've already convinced themselves that this is how the world works and there's no way they could fix it. So they're going to go in there and they're just going to mess everything up, thinking that will fix it. And they won't create new characters. Like Taskmaster is an original OG Marvel character. He was brought in back in the day, and he was brought in as the guy who trained, I think it was AIM agents. He trained their foot soldiers pretty much. And then he gets into it with the Avengers, and he pretty much just starts laying the smack down on the Avengers the moment they walk through the door. He starts beating the crap out of some people who are super powered, for crying out loud. I mean, Taskmaster scares the pee out of Spider-Man. When Peter Parker grabs an AIM agent and says, who are you working with? And they go, yeah, we're here with Taskmaster. And he goes, oh, no. It's not the possibility he will get hit. That's not what bothers Spider-Man. It's the fact that he will get hit because of Taskmaster's unique skill set. But Taskmaster is an interesting character. He's a villain. There's not a whole lot you got to figure out. He's a villain. He's a mercenary. He worships the almighty dollar and will do whatever it takes to get the almighty dollar. That's his god, pretty much. And he will do what it takes to get it. Not very complicated, but his unique skill set is what makes him so interesting. That and this awesome looking outfit, he's made to be the most menacing character possible. And that's back in the day, man, when Marvel didn't give a shit. They were like, yeah, you know what, this will sell. We'll stick a character on there and give her some big boobs. There we go. By the way, Stan Lee, what do you think? Stan Lee says, I see where you're going here, guys, but let me just put a kick-ass story behind that, and it'll make it even better. And that's what Marvel was. They come up with some really off-the-wall shit that they knew would sell just visually, and then Stan Lee would come up with this great, or go in reverse. Stan Lee would come there and say, look, I got this great idea for a female character. She gets like superpowers from another guy she's in a relationship with who's actually an alien, and so she becomes a superhero, and she ends up with an alcohol addiction later on. They're like, that sounds cool. Can we make her a blonde and put her in a black and gold leotard? Yeah, I think that'll sell pretty good as well. And then you got Ms. Marvel comes along. And I'm not saying gender-bent characters can't work. I mean, Spider-Girl, when she first was introduced, had such a massive following that when Marvel said, we're going to cancel her to start this other project, the fans pretty much revolted against Marvel at that point and actually forced Marvel to bring Spider-Girl back for another couple of more seasons, I guess you'd say. She actually had a comic series that ran for a couple more years. It had been canceled, and they just restarted they didn't actually do a number one. They actually just went back to and just started continuing from where they left off because the fans said, we will buy these fucking comics of Spider-Girl, of May Parker, jumping around in... Ben Reilly's outfit and looking sexy as hell, mind you. We like looking at that. We like this anime gender bent nonsense that a concept that was going on. That was probably the time when Marvel was probably able to was doing more of a manga thing than manga was doing at the time. And recently they have lost it because, like I said, the people that are doing this are so damn lazy. They won't create new characters. They don't follow all the rules of heroes. They want heroes to be political and everything else. And you have this problem with Captain America, where with Captain America, they're like, we want Captain America doesn't believe in the American dream anymore. No, the American dream is to find happiness. That's the American dream. The American dream is to find happiness and no one screws with you in the process. But you look at the people who are saying the American dream is dead, they're the very first people that'll want to fuck with your life. Very first ones. I've told people plenty of times, I'm like, look, you're not going to find anything in Western comics right now. In fact, right now, my daughter, she has a friend of hers, she's 7, she has a friend, I think, who's 12, and her friend is saying, yeah, I want to get into cosplay. She said she wants to dress up I forgot, Sister from Demon Slayer. But she said COVID got in the way of it. And she wanted to dress up like it. She said she couldn't get her brother to dress up like God, I've forgotten. I'm forgetting names. I'm not good with names. Unless I've seen that thing about 1,000,000 times, I'm not good with it. And Japanese names are the hardest for me. But, like I said, she wants to cosplay it. And her mom said, yeah, we tried to get her into the Marvel movies and stuff and the Star Wars stuff, and they just don't like it. And I told my wife, I said, yeah, I believe it. Because it's all trash. I said, I wouldn't force my kid to watch that shit. I said, I wouldn't want to watch that shit. Why should my kid have to watch it? I said, the only time I tell my kid what to watch is when it's something I don't want them to be watching. There are times we'll be watching, me and my wife will watch an anime, and my kid will come in like, can I watch this? Like, no, this is adult. You need to go in the other room. It's anime. I was like, yes, but there's different types of anime. This is an adult anime. You can't watch it and go in the other room. And so she has to go in the other room while me and my wife watch. But the thing is, my kid, the stuff that she'll pick up on the internet, she has now learned on her own. She's watching on Netflix. She's watched Dinosaur King. She likes Power Rangers. She has gotten into anything that looks manga. I think one of them, it's not actually a manga. I'm not sure where it comes from, but it's called Space Jungle. Don't freak out. It's a really cutesy little show that she watches. She's watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh, all of Pokemon, and my daughter has now stated. She said, "You see that?" I was like, "What?" She goes, "When cartoons are drawn like that," pointing to Japanime. She says, "When cartoons are drawn like that, they're really good." That has now become a standard for her. Japanime is now a standard for her that it is a good cartoon. At first glance, she knows that Japanese cartoons, anything drawn in the manga format or anime format, is going to be a good show. She knows it's going to be entertaining. She knows it's going to be fun. She has associated that with fun. Marvel and them are not associated with fun anymore. They're not. They're associated with politics. And for a kid, even an older reader, that's not fun. I don't want to hear about Captain America not liking the American dream anymore. I want to hear about Captain America pursuing the American dream. Because the American dream, like I said, it's to be happy, but these people don't care. And that's why they keep getting their ass kicked, because they're lazy. They don't believe in what they're doing, and they don't like what they're doing. They're not there in comics to make money at it. They don't want money. They care more about getting points on Twitter than they do about making a dime. That's why I've said before, I can't remember where I posted it at, but I said manga creators will die from work. Western creators will die of starvation. Because they won't make any money. A manga creator will die with money. They'll die with a full belly, and they'll die doing what they love. The Western comic creator will die of eating cat food. Because it's not about the money to them. It's about the woke points. Anyway, folks, tell me what you think about this. Do you think Taskmaster got done dirty? Are you sick and tired of them making movies about your favorite comics? Do you want Hollywood just to stop making comic book movies now because they just royally fuck it up almost every time? If so, tell me in the comments. As usual, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I enjoy hearing y'all's comments. I enjoy new subscribers. Tell me what you think. As usual, stay safe, stay frosty. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.